My name's Paul Nash. I'm 64 years of age. Back in 2009, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer. I then went for laparoscopic surgery and had the prostate removed. I had the surgery on the Tuesday and they sent me out on the Friday. So I was recovering quite quickly. I was still a little bit sore, but I was okay. Obviously, I knew from the beginning, I knew that I was both incontinent and I did have some I have to say it's some erectile dysfunction. It wasn't completely. With your erectile dysfunction, the assumption is it's all or nothing, and in fact it wasn't. I was still getting a message to say that my brain and my penis were in some way connected. Because although your function goes, your desire doesn't. So it did lead me to want to find possible solutions for that. If I'm honest, it wasn't plain sailing. I tried the needles, I didn't find them successful, because there's a lot to do and a lot to think about. And then having done that, you've then got to wait for it to work. So I went back to the hospital because they'd recommended you try a vacuum pump. So I arranged an appointment, got that one fitted, and very simple. Put it on, you apply the vacuum then gives you erection. There's a proper band that you have on the machine that then slips over your penis, which then maintains the erection for 20-30 minutes. There are a number of solutions to whatever it is, incontinence or erectile dysfunction. And like in all these things, if one doesn't work, keep moving on. Keep trying it. And you never know, if you come back to one of those, you might find that works. Of course, the erectile dysfunction does make you think about who you are as a man, your manliness about it. But to be honest, it wasn't something, it didn't affect me very much. It was only a passing thought, because I'd felt very secure in my sexuality beforehand, and it had never happened to me before. And my wife was very supportive on that. But it wasn't my fault. There was no blame there. There was no issue there. There wasn't something I wasn't doing or was doing. It's staying positive throughout all of this, that even if, in my case, even though I still have erectile dysfunction, I have adapted my life in such a way, and that's the way to do it. You adapt, and then once you've adapted, you then make that adaptation as good as possible. I think one of the benefits in terms of the relationship with my wife is has made me more sensitive, and that isn't about sex or anything like that. It's actually about trying to value her more. I'm not saying I'm very good at it, but it has made me more aware that that's really important, and that you can't separate sex out from every other aspect of your life. It's all intertwined.
Okay, and if you look at this one for us, please.